Alright folks, time for a brand new video. I'm going to be doing a tab session today for some Bluegrass guitar tabs. And today is going to be on one of my videos called Using Octaves. Now, as I said before in the last live stream, I'm doing some tabs right now on a video series that I created many years back. It's actually, the story behind this is one of my dear friends that used to attend church with me. He was an older gentleman. He passed away of cancer, and just before he was diagnosed, he was really getting into bluegrass. He liked the way I played, and he saw me play at church, and he wanted me to teach him some really simple, very stripped down, basic beginner techniques on guitar, so that he can, start playing some of those. He had a couple Martin guitars, and he was really excited about owning these guitars and wanted to get his money's worth out of them. And so, long story short, I made this I've been married for 6 years now, so it's been over 6 years ago. This series was made in my apartment that I lived in at the time. And now, as you can see, I've got a studio, and I'm really enjoying this freedom, this space to do this. And now that I'm doing my very own Bluegrass guitar tabs, as you can see in the URL below, bluegrassguitaressentials.com/tabs, I wanted to try to share some of this with you. Now, hopefully this recording will be a lot better than the live stream. I'm actually recording it. I'm not streaming it. So hopefully there'll not be a whole lot of lag. I'm using OBS software, which is what most people are familiar with streaming. And so I just wanted to let you see some behind-the-scenes work of how I do this. If you're interested in seeing more of this kind of stuff, I'll probably be doing the rest of any more tab videos like that when I decide to do any. I'll probably be doing that on my Patreon page. So you can check that out over at www.patreon.com/EricBeatty. This is a bit of what you're seeing, what it looks like. I have tons of really great stuff on there right now. I've been populating it. At least now that I've got a lot of stuff on there, I try to put a few things on there every couple of weeks or so. And you can get in as low as $1, and you can have a lot of good bonus and perks with that. There are about 5 or 6 different tier levels that you can join depending on what you'd like to have. And anything from additional videos and bonus behind-the-scenes videos to the main thing that's populated right now is the mandolin tier, which has a lot of extra tracks and music files that I have, that I've had over the years, and I really had no place to put them. So I wanted to share that with some people that are on Patreon. So if you are interested in doing that, please check that link out. Patreon.com/EricBeatty or EricBeatty.com/Patreon. They'll both take you to the same place. All right, so without further ado, let's get into working with the tabs that we're working with today. And the tabs, I'll be using Guitar Pro 7. Actually, it's now 7.5. And you can see that as well down here. If you go to ericbeatty.com/guitarprotrial, you'll be able to get your very own copy of this for 30 days for a free trial. And that will allow you to do that. And if you decide to buy it, I will get a small commission off of that. I think it's, like $5. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it allows me it allows you to help support me and enjoy being able to get a product that will be very useful to you if you're interested. You don't have to write tabs to be able to use Guitar Pro. It's very good for viewing tabs as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open that. I already have it open here, and you might hear my cat meowing. She is wanting attention bad. It is getting dark. It's probably going to come a downpour here before long. All right, so Guitar Pro is open, and I have some recent files here. What I'm going to do is start out with a template, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and open a YouTube video tab template that I created and get that going. In the meantime, let's go over here to YouTube. This is my YouTube channel. Now, this series, it's easy to find because it begins with the numbers 1 through, I think, 10, and 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, whatever through 10. I'm in the process right now of, as I go over these videos, I'll rename them to put the number in the back so that they will correspond with the title of the tabs. Obviously, I don't want to have 0, 1, this, name of this video, or name of this tab, 0, 2. I'll put that at the end of the videos and just leave that out of the tabs. That way it'll be a little more professional. So what I've done here is on my studio here, my dashboard, the next one is called Using Octaves. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. First of all, I'm going to click the link that will actually take me to the video. It will pop up over here in a tab. And then I'm going to go back to this and edit that title because I want the title, the number, to be at the back of the title. And I'll put that in parentheses. So I'll go ahead and Actually, before I do that, well, no, let me just go ahead and click that, and that'll come up in a new tab too. And what I'm going to do from there is just copy and paste, so the same stuff that I have in the previous videos. Okay, so we're going to go back to this, and it will show, we'll go to 04, and I'll go to the previous one, and just copy and paste some of that stuff on there as well. It may be lagging a little bit because I'm recording at the same time I'm doing this, but we'll go ahead and see how that comes and how that works out here. 4. And that was the last one I did, Bluesy, Tony Roslix. You can see that the get the tabs here for this video and a few other things on there that I want to copy over into the video description of the next tabs that I'll be doing. Pretty excited about this, to be in all honesty here. It's something extra to do. It's allowing me to create music. Sometimes I get burnt out from playing guitar. I teach a lot of guitar, and I do a lot of guitar videos and stuff, and sometimes I just want to do something else musical, not necessarily guitar in my hand. But, you know, this right here helps a lot with that. So here's what I'm going to go ahead and do, and since this is with the Martin, that is a link here to that. They don't make that particular model anymore, but they do. This link will take you to the X series of Martin guitars. Okay, so everything else is already filled in that I want. I just want to get the rest of this description here and copy it to the next video. So we'll get out of that and go here to the editing of this same video. And just to give you a visualization of what the tabs page looks like, please check that out. Let me go over here and I'll show it to you. Let me just go ahead and find it down here. It's hidden here with a bunch of other things that I've got going on. Here it is, Bluegrass Guitar Tabs. We will view that in a new tab. While that's loading, I'll go ahead and get back to the video metadata here and paste that. One of my biggest problems here is that I'm a big multitasker. Something else is loading. Let's hop over here and do this. And then when we get done with that, while I'm waiting on that, go over here and do this. And I just seem very scatterbrained because of that. But hopefully we can get this working right now. Like I said, it's probably lagging because of the fact that we're recording at the same time this is happening, that I'm trying to do all this stuff. Plus the fact that I've got countless numbers of tabs open in this browser, and I've got another monitor over here with just about the same amount of tabs. I'd probably say I got about easily 30 tabs open right now. I'm terrible for that. I've tried using tab management tools to keep me from doing that, but it doesn't work. It never works for me. I just keep opening them back up, and then all these tab management tools gets populated and all this other stuff. So, all right, so let's go ahead and paste that here. As you can see, this video is a very beneficial system for memorizing the fretboard. I originally learned this concept from the great lightning fast shredder Paul Gilbert. You must check out some of his videos on YouTube. And let's go ahead and delete those double spaces. We don't need those with today's technology. Thank goodness for technology helping us eliminate the double spaces. You may need to watch this one several times for it to sink in, but don't give up. The extra effort is worth it. Note, I accidentally hit the zoom button on my remote, so that's why the last couple of vids were at close-up range. I'm just glad I didn't cut off my hands. I'm terribly glad I didn't cut off my hands. Wouldn't that be great? All right, sign up for updates, Bluegrass Guitar Course, blah, blah, blah. Don't need that because that's at the very top. I can just leave it there. And that should be good enough. Let's go ahead and change this using Octaves. And we will call that 05. I probably just need to give this I need to go back and probably change all these to something like JS05. His name was Joe Shoemake. He's the one that requested that. And I probably need to do something like that, but I think I'll just leave it at 05. I know what it means at least. Okay, so that is saved. That is done. Yeah, now it's saved. I can go ahead and close that out and go back to the Bluegrass Guitar Tabs page. The good thing about having my tabs page is that you can see the videos that belong to these tabs, so you'll know which ones belong to which. And hold on. I've got, that's this. That's because I just started it. I need to start remembering the tune before I push record. Oops, I think I just engaged again.
Record. I'm going to do a couple of advanced lessons now. I've been doing some basic stuff. Right now I'm going to work on some advanced stuff I've been working on. One of the things in Bluegrass that you can use to your advantage is octaves. And this goes for any playing, but you can use it in Bluegrass too. Typically, when I...
All right. I think we got it paused. Let's hope it does. All right. See, now I'm really close up. See that? You can't hardly see anything. I accidentally pressed the remote on there. All right. So if you'll check out bluegrassguitaressentials.com/tabs, that URL that's below there. Let's see. Let's go back to the actual page. You'll be able to see what it looks like. Right now, I'm running a giveaway. And that's going through this Sunday, September the 16th at midnight. And you'll be able to see how to enter that here in just a second. I went over that on the live stream. Not going to really go into a lot of detail on that. But for now, just want to show you exactly what the page looks like. And apparently I'm using a lot of memory again, much as I hate to be. OBS seems to use a ton of memory on this thing. The CPU is just outrageous. It's 155.4 on my CPU radar right now, so that's ridiculous. All right, got to be a better way to stream, people. I'm just telling you. Okay, guitar tablature, Bluegrass guitar tablature. That link below that you see down here somewhere will take you to this page, and you'll be able to see what's going on. This is the live stream that I was telling you about. You need to watch that if you haven't already, because it kind of goes over a lot of the stuff that I don't want to, repeat right here. This doesn't need to be there. Oh, okay, so I need to go ahead and remove that. Let me do that real quick. Before I do that, though, let's just check this out. Here's where you enter to win. Once you log in, you'll have some options, and you'll need to do that. I see one person has already done this, so that's cool. There's one entry, and if there's only one entry, then that person's going to win it because that's the only person to choose from. So take the time, fill these out, and you'll be entered to win. There's going to be 3 winners. One's going to win a pack, another's going to win a pack, and then the other person's going to win the grand prize, which is you will get all the tab packs on this page, plus any that I have created from now through that Sunday at 12 a.m. midnight. Okay, so that's a really sweet deal. You really need to check that out. And so here's what it looks like. You've got, this is what this is supposed to reference is this video right here. You've got the 3 easy Bluegrass licks. And like I said, you can see the videos right next to the actual description and the tabs that go along with it. So that's a really good thing. That way you don't have to go look for them. You can see this right here. And these first 4 or 5, let's see, that's 3, 4... yeah, the first 4, including the one I'm making right now, which will be included in the grand prize of the octaves, are in the same series, as you can see. This is number 4. Number 1, actually, is the top one. This one right here, when it pulls up, that's the actual first in the series. This is my number 1 most popular video of all time. That is 3 Bluegrass licks, 3 easy Bluegrass licks. And for some reason, this has always surpassed every other video that I've made, even the one with me and Kenneth Burris, which is like in second, and it has been ever since I put it up. But this is the number 10. This was, I think, the last one in the series, maybe. I don't know, but it was number 10. And then you continue following, like with this is number 2, number 3, number 4, and then the one we're doing now is number 5. And by the way, all these, once these are completed, there will be a full package of the whole entire series. Okay, so there is that. And like I said, let me go in here real quick and take this out, because it does not need to be there. This right here, that's referring to the video that was below. Okay, now let's just go ahead and show you my layout here, what I'm going to be doing while I'm waiting. I'm using an app called Magnet, and it may or may not work on this, I'm not sure, but I love this app. It really saves a lot of time. It basically positions all your windows to set certain areas of your monitor, so you don't have to. You can be exact about where you put things, and you can memorize some shortcuts that you see over here, and it'll be a lot easier to get with those. So this is Control Option, the right arrow. If I put Control Option, the right arrow, it should land. It should put that over there. Control Option right arrow. And it's not working for some reason. But that's all right. There it goes. See that? So that is pretty cool. And actually, I just sent it to the other screen, so I don't want to do that. Let me go back to where that was. I don't know why I went to the other screen. Yeah, that should be on the previous display. I don't know what happened there. Once again, that should be on the right-hand side. Let me just go ahead and make sure it's there that way, this way. There. Now we'll see the video on one side, and we will see the YouTube on the other side, okay? And I'll have my YouTube video link, so I'll go ahead and copy that. Copy. Go over here to the song information and type in using Octaves. YouTube video link. It's going to be right here. And I don't need the HTTPS thing. Okay, that's right. Everything there looks good. 160 beats a minute is where I like it to be. And I think we're good with the rest of the stuff here. So I can get rid of that pane over here, the inspector. And then I don't think I need to zoom in. Okay, so that's how I'll start. I'll start playing this, usually in fast motion to get through it. And when I actually hit a lick, then I'll slow it back down. And I actually use an extension for that. You can do that on YouTube. You can go over to this little gear icon, click the speed control, and you can, go down to 0.75, even 0.5. But those are very extreme measurements there. Sometimes you want to go a little faster or a little slower, and you don't need to go these big, jumps from like 0.75 to 0.5 speed. So I showed you that. You can go here, this little gear icon, and there's your speed. And you can slow it down. This is great for learning guitar, by the way. You can slow it down to 0.75, 0.5, 0.25 you won't hear anything. It'll just be slow. But I prefer to use a little app called Video Speed Controller, okay? Just look for that on your Chrome extensions, Video Speed Controller, and it will save you boo-koodles of hassle. You'll probably see a little 1 up here in the top corner of this video, and all that is the Video Speed Controller. And you can hide it if you want to. They have shortcut keys. Usually S is to decrease speed, D is to increase speed, R is to reset to nothing, G is to go to your preferred default speed, which is, for me, it's 1.8. And that's pretty much all you need. V is to hide or reveal the controller. So if I went over here and push play.
You first started playing Bluegrass.
If I hit V.
You can't really play up the neck because the the close strings is not as loud. They're not as loud.
Okay, so it's not recognizing that. So what I'm going to do, it's still loading. It looks like it's still loading here for some reason. So what I need to do is, there, I'll reload it that way. By the way, this is a template, so I don't want it to save as a template. I want to save it as a new document. So we're going to save it as using Octaves, okay? You have to start using QuickTime or ScreenFlow or something else. The reason I like OBS so much is that you can switch back and forth between screens on the fly.
Fans? I need to start remembering to tune before I push record. I'm going to do a couple of advanced.
I don't know why
I've been doing some basic stuff. Right now I'm going to work on some advanced stuff.
I don't know why the video speed controller isn't working here for some reason. Anyway, now that that's loaded, if it's done, I'm going to go back to Vivaldi real quick. Oh, it's already on here. Duh. Let me get on here on that page and fix this right here. I don't need it. So I'm also trying to upload the live stream to Twitch that I recorded earlier today. It's taking forever. There, let's get rid of this. Don't need that. Let me get rid of it. Come on. You can do it. Man, I really dread when time changes back to Central Standard Time. It's only just before 7 o'clock here, and it is almost pitch black outside. I think it has a lot to do with the rain that's going on too, but I mean, oh, it's terrible. So let's go ahead and delete that. I don't need it. Don't want it. Doesn't need to be there. Save it and call it done, because all this looks like it's really way spaced out, but that's because I've got it shrunk and it's responding to like a mobile device would. It's kind of condensing everything. When you full screen it, it will not look like that at all. So let me full screen just to make sure. And then when I get it back out of full screen, it'll go right back to the right-hand side of the monitor there. All right, good deal. That's good enough for me. We'll save that. We'll get out of that. And then go back to what we was doing. Change it saved. Go back to regular screen. And go back to the using Octaves video. And we'll get started working our way through the tabs. 21 minutes into the broadcast. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the Guitar Pro up as well. All right, back here to the tabs, and let's try working our way through this. This is a very short video, actually. And we'll just keep going here.
One of the things in Bluegrass that you can use to your advantage is octaves. And this goes for any playing, but you can use it in Bluegrass too. Typically, when you first started playing Bluegrass, I thought, well, you can't really play up the neck because the the closed strings is not as loud. They're not as loud as the closed positions when you pick up here is not as loud as the open string. Notice that they are kind of quieter, but when I started watching people like Tony Rice and Brian Sutton, I started looking at them, and they are using this up here and making it sound very good because they're using it, mixing the open strings with some of the closed strings. You know, they're doing different things like that, and hopefully that will help you get out of that rut of having to be in this position. A lot of people are stuck here because they think, well, we can't come up here because it's not loud enough, or a lot of people just don't know what to do up here. But what I'm going to do is kind of give you an example here of what you can do based on a G scale, and we're going to use 3 notes per string.
Okay. So I'm about to get into those lessons. I was trying to check this video speed controller, see what's going on with that. Maybe it's just the fact that everything's lagging. I don't know. I wanted to give a shout out to Larry C. as well. He is the first guy to purchase the tab packs from today's launch of the live stream. Thank you so much, Larry, for that. I've had a couple other people buy these before the launch, and I really appreciate them as well. I don't know. I don't have the information on me right now as to figure out who the names were, but I do appreciate you getting those tabs, and I hope that you're getting a lot out of those. Hopefully those are helpful. All right, so we'll just have to deal without the variable speed controller, and I'll just have to do the best I can. All right, so let's start with this and see what happens.
One thing we're going to do is the G scale kind of goes like this, 3 notes per string.
Okay, so that's the first thing I need to write down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with probably 8th notes to start with. So that's going to start on the 3rd fret. And we are in the key of G. So let's go ahead and get our key signature down here. I'm still finding my way around Guitar Pro. I don't know everything about it. I haven't worked with it enough to find that out. But that's what the search is for, key signature. That is located in, where is it located? Bar, key signature in bar. Okay, so that's going to be in G major. Oh, it follows the circle of fifths. That's good to know. Because it seems kind of random, but it's following the circle of fifths. That's really good. G. So we'll start with this, and we'll start at, let's see. Let me make sure my beaming is correct, because Levi Clay is the one that I've been watching for doing tabs and things like that on Guitar Pro, and trying to remember all the stuff he's talked about. So we're going to start with this. It's going to be 2. There'll be a little delay there because we're just starting out. 2, 3, 2, 3, 5. 2, 4, 5. Oops, 3. Yeah, that's right. So that's the first octave. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3. These are triplets as well. So let's go ahead and move these over. Those should be triplets. Okay, then we'll get the rest of them triplets. The next octave should be the 4th fret, I think. Actually, it'll be the 4th fret. So 4, same shape. That's a good thing about octaves, it goes the same shape. So that's 4, 5, 7. Once again, these should be triplets. I don't know why it's not automatically making them triplets. That should be 4, 5, 7. Okay, it's taking care of that one. And then the next 2 are triplets as well. And then that is the same shape, but now it's further out, and that's going to be, let me go back here and kind of see that again.
And that kind of goes like this, 3 notes per string.
So I'm at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret. 7th fret, once again, same shape. 7, 8, 10. 7, 8, 10. Okay, so that I'm going to call G scale, G major, 3 NPS, 3 notes per string. Okay, and the rest is going to be a couple of rests here, so that's 2 beats, so I need a half note rest. Just like that. And then that's going to be a double bar because we're done with that. Let's go ahead and save it. And if we play this, we've got... Okay, so we got an octave there. All right. Since this is... I don't know if I need to... I may slow this down to 150 or 120 or something like that. Just depending. What I could do for right here is make this timing... I think it needs to be... Let me see tempo. Let's see if I can find tempo here real quick. Let's see if I can just make that 1 bar tempo slower than the rest. Insert tempo automation right there. That should be probably 120. There we go. I could even put it at probably 100. Probably better. Very good. And also what I want to do is do the picking. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And it's always going to be down, up, down, up, down, up for the rest of them. Okay, down, up, down, up. And then I don't know how to put the phrase etc. down here. When I put text, it's always above the bar here. So I wonder if I can hide... It's not that one. It's the thing right here. I wonder if I can hide the tabs No, it's still going to be above. What about hiding the staff? Ooh, now that's awesome. I did not know I could do that. I remember putting it on there, but I didn't know it did that, to where it showed the actual quarter notes and all that. That actually looks pretty cool, but I think I'd rather have it with the notation here. It just looks more professional. That's pretty neat, though. I like that. I'm going to have to back and forth see what that looks like. But I don't think... Yeah, it's still going to be above this. Although, let's see. ETC. And then I put the donation back on. Yeah, it's still going to be the same thing there. So hopefully when they read this, they'll know that, oh, the picking is the same all the way through. Okay, so I can go ahead and hide that inspector pane there. Now let's go back and see what else I've got going on here.
And that's octaves. In other words, whatever you do up here on these two sets of strings, you go to the octave of that, and you do the same thing. Okay? Like if we were in G, the octave of that is on the 5th fret D string. So whatever I did here on G, I'm going to do on the same spot where it begins. It's going to have the same sound, and you don't have to memorize anything new because it's the same shape. So the whole idea here is I'm not going to use the two sets of strings on the top, but we're going to use that same shape. The whole shape we're doing is it kind of looks like this. Okay, you've got a half step, which is distance from one fret to the next fret, and a whole step, which is right here, the distance from one fret to.
Okay, I get what I'm doing now is just explaining what I've just put on the tabs page. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just kind of fast forward through this and see what comes next that's new. And if you want to watch this whole video, you can do so. Go to bluegrassguitaressentials.com/tabs, and you can find that. Or while you're watching this, you can just type in this YouTube video and find it there. Probably it's easier to go to the tabs page and do it because it'll be right across from using Octaves. By the time this is uploaded, it'll probably be available. If not, it will be soon afterwards. Okay, so let's fast forward through this and see what's going on here.
2 frets up. So half step is 1 fret. Whole step is 2 frets. A half step, string, 4th fret. For the first note, and we're going to do the same shape. Sounds. Anyway, and that's all alternate picking. Start with the downstroke, ending with an upstroke. When you have a 3 note per string, one of the guys I really recommend you looking at his stuff is Paul Gilbert. Now he is a shredder. I mean, he is just one upstroke. Okay. So it's up, down, up for the next strings. So you just practice the. Down.
Let's go ahead and add that exercise into this because that is very important exercise. So we'll go over here and go to the next thing. Where was that at? I was doing the second one. So here's what we can do is copy the 3 notes of the second one here, put them here, and then go to the next note, which is 4. One, two, three, four, five, six, and then we just do the same thing over and over again. And what I'll do here is just make that a repetitious line. I'll end it over here, and we'll need to play it for. Let's see. Let's play it 3 times, and then end. I need to have an alternate ending here. So let's do it 1. Nope. I need to have it after this. I know what needs to happen. I need to see. This is something I haven't figured out yet. It's how to add a note prior to this. I don't know how to do that. So I can't say like insert a note. What I have to do is insert a beat, copy and paste everything to the previous beat. There's got to be a way to do that, but I haven't figured it out yet. Yeah, I'll just have to insert a beat or a bar. Wait a minute. Insert a beat. Can I insert a beat? Awesome. What is the thing for that? Control plus, control minus. Oh, dude. I've got to remember that. So that's 2 beats. So this needs to be half note rest. And that does not need to be tied with that. That's just ridiculous. Go over here and make that. This needs to be triplets. And that needs to be triplets. And if we turn on the metronome, you'll hear this. Oh, that still ain't going to work. Because I don't want to rest at the beginning of that. So let's delete that. This needs to go right back to that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't need it. I think it's good to go right after that. I think it's adding a rest there that doesn't need to be there. See, I could take this and copy and paste it for like 3 times. But then you're going to fill up all this tab space that you really don't need to do. When all you could do is just put it here. That's what it's supposed to sound like. But it's not wanting to sound like that for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the front. And I think, I know how to do it. We need to do it 2/4. Let's change the key time signature here. So that would be bar time signature. It needs to be 2/4. That's why. Pretty sure. We'll see what happens. Oops. Nope. Right there. 2/4. Okay. And then at the end of this, I can have an ending there. That could still be 2/4, and I can make it half note or not half note rest. Delete that. Back to 4. Let's try that. I think that needs to be a quarter, a dot, followed by a 8th note rest. I think that's right. No, it's not. It needs to be regular quarter and rest for a quarter. There you go. That's better. Okay, so what you want to do is really practice that over and over again. So I'm going to call this Paul. My headphone cord is right in my way of my typing here. Paul Gilbert picking practice. And design mode, let's go ahead and do that real quick, and that way it'll be on its own down here. It'll be its own separate thing. I like to have the new things in the beginning here. Okay, and this is going to be an end for that bar, and I'm going to save it. Always save, you know. So that's Paul Gilbert picking practice, and this should be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then that needs to be down as well. Down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down. Oh, I'm just thinking 1, 2, 3 rest. This needs to be played like a triplet there. So that, no, that's right. That should be a quarter note then. Still think that probably needs to be a dotted, and this needs to be reduced. Yeah, that's better. Okay, the only thing with this is that is in the way of the 3 times repeat. So let me shorten this a little bit. Paul Gilbert picking. We'll just call it picking. Paul Gilbert picking. All right. Next up, see what's going on.
Okay. Same thing up here.
There you go. That's one more. So let's do Paul Gilbert picking 1. And then we'll do 1. Let's do the next one. And we'll call that, what is that? It's going to be the last one. Once again, this should be 2, 4. Yeah. And that should be repeat here and there, and that should be 3 times. Should be good. And then the last one is we have found a quarter note dot followed by an 8th note rest. And this is, once again, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. And we don't need, we can go back to design mode because we don't need, they're just so small, we can add these back to here and then spread them out if we need to. So the next one sounds like this. Okay. Although I'm not sure if this double line on the back of this, I don't know how you're going to denote that that's still 2, 4. Don't really know. It doesn't say it on here, so I don't know how that's going to work. Okay, so let me just move this back over. Save that. What's the next? Actually, wait. That's a different thing. Da 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 da. And this should be going to get rid of that rest. It should still be an 8th note. 7, 8, 10. That should be triplet. I don't think there's a shortcut for that. Yes, there is. Slash good. Triplet. And this ending here should not be there. It should be back here. And this should be 3 times. Let's see what we got now. I'd like to end this with da 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 again. Da, 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 da. Let's make this ending 2. Maybe, hopefully, I probably shouldn't have done that because it might mess up my audio here. But it is what it is. Okay, that should be 2. And this should be 3. I do believe. Ending 3. Because we're doing it once, we need to do it 2 more times. And this should be and that's where we're going to have a quarter note dot followed by a eighth note rest. Is that right? Oh. Mm-hmm. Oop, nope. This should be... let's make that... Let's see if we can make that 1. Make this one 2. Aha, okay. So this doesn't even need 1. Get rid of that and just make this 1 here. Oh, it's going to go all the way to the side. Let's see. Can I get rid of that? Okay. Let's see if that works. No, it's still messing up. This is where the frustration comes in, because it's like I don't know exactly how to make this work the way I want it to. Duh. You don't even need a 1. Just let it repeat how many times. Get rid of that. This is going to be repeated twice. So the repeat needs to be times 2. And then it moves on to this. Da, 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 da. There's what needs to happen. Okay, I think, yeah, I can get rid of this now. So let's go ahead and delete the bar. And that, and we will have the dot there, followed by, oops, followed by, we don't need that, and we need to, there we go, that should be it. Alright, nope, what's going on here? That should not be a 3 for one thing. There we go. Let's see how I do it on the video here.
Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Same thing up here. And the reason we're using...
Okay, so I'm going to do it twice there. Yeah. You can come back down if you want to. Let's just go ahead and delete those. Don't really need those. Let's delete that bar here. Delete. Well, why is it not deleting it? Oh, it's because I'm not holding the right button. There. Okay, so we got those. This is going to be Paul Gilbert picking 2. Oh, text. I don't have to. Paul Gilbert picking 1. Text. Paul Gilbert picking 2. And let's call that an EX for exercise. Go back over here and do the same thing. or example, either way. Okay, and out of design mode, now we can see there's a 3 times there. And this needs to be 3 times as well, since I'm not going to add that one bar. So 3 times, and that will show that. Okay, save. Next up.
Using this is because, like, if I was to play a little thing in Bluegrass, here's one thing I've been messing around with. Here's what it would sound like.
Holy cow. I'm going to have to tab that now, aren't I? Oh, boy. Let's see. All right, this is where we slow things down. This goes down to 0.5 at this point. 0.75 right now, anyway.
Here's what it would sound like.
Okay, so for that, since I've already got that done, as far as the rhythm, I'm going to open up a previous example. That'll be, let's see, open up recent. Let's do it with the Bluesy Tony Rice Liquid Variations. And I can copy this is the whole rhythm part right here. So let's put that down here. I'll figure out what's going on with that here in just a minute. Actually, let me see here. No, I've got everything there. Oh, that's because this this needs to be 4/4. Yeah. Now it's right. And the tempo now needs to be tools, bar, time, no. Automation, where's that at? Automations. Insert tempo automation. That should be 160 because now we're actually moving on. So I actually started with the hammer on here. Let me go back if I do that. And you'll see me starting with a hammer on first.
Here's one thing I've been messing around with. Here's what it would sound like.
Okay, I got it. I don't need the Tony Rice lick. What I need is my G-run variations. Let's go back to my G-run variations. Right there, and it is is it the one that I have mine on here? Variation. Oh, nope. Yep, it should be there. My personal favorite. Right there. Bingo. That's what I need. And so I can get rid of the other thing here. And paste that. And then we got the other mess happening. So let's see where that goes. Okay, so that's the middle half. So the middle half is right here. By the way, I don't think I did the picking on this, did I? No. That should be up, down, up, down, up. Yeah. Okay, so this picking variation. This is going to be tough because now the timing is, I don't know exactly how to go by this. And it's not, I don't think, in triplet field now. So, we'll see what's going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Because now we're in 4/4 time. I'll back it up a little bit and try it again. Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. And that should be an 0-2, I think. Let's insert a beat. and that's going to be 2. That's hammer on, and that should be a 8. That should be an 8th, and that should be hammer on. Okay, so let's back this up. Okay, so I think that is triplet time. That's going to slide up to... Okay, sliding up to, I think, the 9 or the 10 there. Oops. Took it back to the front. I was on the wrong thing. I pushed a 1. It went all the way back.
Say, on this little section, anything is...
Yeah. That's the funny thing when you got in slow motion.
And then I've been messing around with...
There we go.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. So this should be... It's a 9. Oops. That should be a slide, probably a legato slide. And then that takes it into the higher notes here. Obviously this is going to be wrong, but we can figure that out here in a minute. So this shouldn't be triplet fill now. It's just one straight one ends. So we can get out of the triplets here. And that's doing that because the beats aren't exactly correct. So let me remove that. So that is a slide. Question is it a grace note slide? I think it is. We'll see what happens. Now we can put that in there. It may not be a grace note slide. So let's remove it from the grace note. This, I think, let me insert a beat here. I think it should go there. 9, delete, slide. It should slide. Get rid of that. That should slide to this, I do believe. Yes, okay. And 1, 2, 3. And let's just see what we got from there. That should be a pull off. And that should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think I can reduce that to 16th, 7. Yeah. And then this could be gone, and that should fix that. Yes. Now, the problem now is hearing what I did, because I was just noodling around. So let's see what I got here. Can I figure that out? Let's just try to do the best I can here. And that is back on the, I think it goes back on the 10. Yeah. Yep, I go back to that. I didn't hit it, but I know what I was doing. Keep doing that. You're in the wrong spot. Wish my variable speed controller worked. Don't know why it's not doing it.
For the G string, we'll get up. And then you always upstroke. So it's up, down, up for the next strings. Same thing up here.
Man, that's tough. Tabbing your own self. Let's see if I can figure it out on the electric guitar, folks. That's why it's nice to have a guitar next to you. I'm going to do it as I would probably now, okay? Starting to freeze on me. Let me go back over and save this. The little last part, I'm not exactly sure what I did. And figuring out the picking on this is going to be a beast as well. But, like I said, that's why a lot of this takes a lot of time. So something like this, cost-wise, depending on, I mean, I've still got half a video left. So this these tabs may end up being $199. They may end up being $299. I don't know. This is a more advanced thing, just like I said. But like I said on the last live stream, depending on what you buy, there should be some kind of discount the way I've got the system set up so that you can get discounts on other tabs, 10%, sometimes 20%, things like that. But we're getting interruptions for some reason. I don't know why. So I think I'm on the other screen right now, but let's see if I can. I'll do what I can, and then we'll do that. Think that'll work. Timing wise, I'll have to maybe put a few more 8th or 16th notes, but let's see what it sounds like so far. I think that'll work. This I think should probably be 16th notes. I'm not sure. Excuse me, sorry, we're not on the right screen. We're on the other screen. So let me go back. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So back to Guitar Pro and Vivaldi. So this is what I was referring to. That should probably be 16th notes. Maybe not. And that means that this last one here, this last note should probably be a half note, I guess, maybe. 1, 2, no, that would be and then a quarter note rest. Okay, that should take care of that. Let's see what it sounds like. This should probably be a regular shift slide, which I can't remember what it is. That one. Okay, Option S. It sounds smoother when you do it like that, I think. And was that a shift? Yes, it was an actual shift. So I shifted from one position of the fretboard to another. I think this should go out for a little bit longer. We'll get rid of that. Okay. I think that's how I would do that. And let's go back and see what I actually did now that this seems to be unfroze, hopefully. Okay, there was something different. I added it was an off time. Dee 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 dee. I just added an extra 8/10 there, but that's going to be good enough. I'm just going to leave it like that because it'll sound more in time. It seemed like that very last couple notes there were a little off time. Maybe it ended a little bit early. This way they will be in time. Okay, so I'm using my better judgment on this. After all, I am the artist. Okay. All right, we got that. Now we got to name it. And that's going to be, let's see. We'll just call it G octave lick. Now this was a scale. G major octaves, 3 notes per string. Then we have a picking exercise, another picking exercise, and now we have our first G octave lick. And now we got to figure out how it's picked. So that is down, up, down, up, down. Let's see. I gotta go back to the guitar and figure this out. That's an up, slide. That's another up. Down. Up. It's hard to do this one in. I would probably hammer that one on. That's the 5 to the 7. That's probably a hammer. And that's not, I'm going to remove that down right there. Once again, that next string counts as a down. And then there's a down there. Up. This out of the ordinary, this should be since it's the second eighth note, this should be a upstroke. But I think I play that with the downstroke so that I can be outside the string versus inside. Yeah, I play it with a down. Should be down, up, down. Now, even then, I had something different. You can end that several different ways, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. We're going to stick with that. Save this, and let's go back to that and make sure it looks all right, sounds all right. Okay, everything pretty much lines up, except I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't know if I've said it on this or not, but traditionally, usually, when you're playing bluegrass at least, if it's an eighth note, it's always down on the first eighth note, especially if it's a coupling of eighth notes like these are. Down on the first eighth note, up on the second eighth note. By the way, I don't know if this is beamed correctly. No, it's not. There, now they're beamed correctly. So, down, up, okay? And this will be a down, but since it's hammered on, the second one falls on an up like it should. There it is, it's an upstroke. Down, up, down. This should be an up, therefore it follows that this should be a down. Quarter notes, anything below an eighth note is down, just a downstroke. Down, up, down. It's implied, but we've lost it because of a hammer on. Up, slide. That should be a down because it's the first of an eighth note quarter note, or an eighth note. It's not a coupling, it's a quadrupling now, I guess. In a quadrupling, for lack of a better word, it should be down, up. First note's down, last note's up. And the first note's down and the last note's up in a coupling as well. Okay, so this should be down, up, down, up. That's a quick one. Since it's 16th notes, once again, that should be, this should actually be down, up. That's a pull off, but we're starting another bar, and it starts usually with a down. Okay, so down, up. That should be down. This should be up here. This is where the picking changes, right here. Okay, so if you see this later, it will change. All right, and that's why it's so helpful to have guitar profiles, is because you can actually turn on the metronome and see where this falls in the timing. Let's do that now. Okay, that's really handy to have that. Another thing I've been doing recently that I want to still do is add extra bar. I want to insert an extra bar here. Because it's just going to not have anything. It's going to be a double bar. And that's going to be... Actually, wait, let's undo that. That's because when it's playing back... There we go. This is where that should end. When it's playing back, I want it to have... I want it to have a silence. Because when I export the audio track, I don't want it to be a continuous thing of runs and licks. I want to have a little space there. So here's what that would sound like. And that should not be there on that bar. That shouldn't be there. Let's insert a bar here instead. And let's see, that's okay. I always forget which one's which. There we go. We'll pull that back. Add that there. And this should not be 2/4. This should be key signature should be 4/4. Not key signature, time signature. Time signature should be 4/4 still. That should be 4/4. Now we're down to 2/4 here. Time signature 2/4. Bingo. Now we're down to 4/4 here. But before we do that, since I'm going to be adding all these extra lines and everything, this should be another double bar here. Now we got it. We'll just make that 2/4 as well, so that we can won't last as long. One, two, three, 4. I'll leave those together. Now there, see how fast that went? I've got to have another bar before this, so let's insert a bar before that. And we'll put it up with this one, and we'll make it a double bar. We don't want it to do anything. There we go. We got a little bit of a space there. That should work. Once again, this should be 4/4. That's one thing I need to remember the next time I do this. All right, now everything's back in time, and we should be okay at the end of this. I'm going to insert a double bar, add a new bar. Oops, needs to be after that. There we go. Add a new bar, make it a double bar. Add a new bar. Okay, now this bar is going to be 4/4, I think. Yeah. All right, so that should be fine. Save that, and go ahead and take it out of that mode. See what's going on next. I think I'm just teaching how I did that in this next segment.
Okay, now that is the transition though. When we land on that pinky on the 7th fret of the G string, we can slide.
Right here, transition note. transition note. All right, we got that.
Got it up.
So that would be a shift slide then, because we're transitioning to another area of the fretboard.
To the 9th fret, and then all of a sudden we're in this position.
Here's the one, finally. See that?
Here to here, and slide and put ourselves in position.
There we go. Now it's working. I can hide it by pressing V, bring it back by pressing V.
Now,
okay, so let's take that and put it before all this, because really you should know how to do that before you try this lick. Okay, it went kind of simple to all of a sudden blazingly advanced. So let's go ahead and start adding. After this bar, we'll begin a new bar. So let's insert a bar here. Okay, oops, wrong thing. It needs to be a bar, not a note or a beat. Bar. So that needs to be probably going from, I think it was going from the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insert another bar. Oops. Let's go back to this, see how I did that. That should be sliding. Okay, so that's where I did a slide there. Let's get rid of that first. And we've got the 9 here. Or is it the 9? Is that where I slide to? It's, yeah, it should be down here. So 9, that's going to be a option S. And then we're going to have the rest of this. Let's go back here. Now the problem with this is that's in triplets. This lick is not in triplets, but it's still a good exercise.
slide to the 9th fret.
And then we got, let's paste that. Oops, wrong place. Paste that. I can hear the timing in my head, but I don't know if I can make this work here. Yeah, and then the last one should be another shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is that a grace note? Don't think it is. Nope, it's not a grace note. That should be probably 16th note. And that might be an 8th note there. I don't know what's going on with the audio there. Make that a 16th. See what happens. Nope. That sounds more like it, but we got to get the timing now. That should be... It's not showing a triplet there. Let's break the beam here. put it between these. I still need another note. 1, 2, 3. The last note should be a, I think 12. So we already got it there then. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Let me close it. Let me quit Guitar Pro. Open it back up. Because we got a little delay of bouncy there. I don't know why it's doing that. How much time are we into this thing? Hour and a half. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Somebody's going to get this tab pack, okay? Somebody's going to win this grand prize tab pack, and this tab is going to be included within it. I'd like to get one done now, and then we'll go probably take the rest of the night off. It's 8 o'clock here. My wife should be getting home this evening with her. Then probably tomorrow I'll have 1 or 2 more tabs because I'd like to get as many done as I can for you people who are you grand lucky person who's going to win the grand prize. I'd like to get at least 2 more tabs done, maybe 3 before the end of Sunday. So we'll see what happens. We got a little big day Saturday, so me and the Gilbert family are getting interviewed on Livingston Radio for an upcoming event in the Overland County Fair we're going to be playing. Then I got to go to my niece's birthday party, and then our church is having a big fish fry, so going to be bouncing all over the place, and the wife will probably, she's got a lot of homework, so she may not be doing that. And I've already done that, so that's taken care of. Clear. All right, it still shows that it's on here for some reason. Guitar Pro I'm talking about. It's still showing. There it goes. It just quit. All right, let's go back to Vivaldi and open up our Guitar Pro again and resume. I'll probably, what happens when we get done, when she comes home, I'll probably go ahead and shut this down and then just finish the tab. But you've seen what my process is like now enough to know how I do this. I don't know how much is left in this video. I may spend the rest of the video explaining how I did that lick. I don't know. There may be a 1 or 2 more. But it does take quite a bit of time and effort, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun learning because now I'm learning how to play this music. I'm learning how to read it and how the beats work and everything. And I'm learning as well. And so when I can learn something while I'm doing something, that makes it that much more fun for me. Okay, that was my wife. She just now texted on the way. I figured she would be. All right. Is it coming or what? There we go. Let's go back to... It should open the recent files I just had open. Hopefully. My neck. Oh. Start to get hot. About the time I start to get hot is when the air finally kicks on. So it should be kicking on anytime soon. All right. Let's go back down here. See if we can figure out... this is the... Oh, that's the G run variation. That's been the wrong one. I think I'm maybe done with that anyway. So let's go back down here and figure out where the problem was with this one. Hopefully it's playing now. Okay, yeah, we got a little issue there. Let's put that back up. Then we'll figure out what's going on here. That may be a 16th there. Maybe just that one note. It's supposed to be this is the triplet. This is not the triplet. This is the triplet. And then this is the triplet. So the problem is we've already got one extra note here. So I'm wondering how to fix this. Aha. Let's get rid of the triplets here. I see it. That is a triplet. And that is a triplet. And this should be on the next note. And then this can be out of, back to that. Okay, yes, this is fixed now. There's the triplets. It looks like it's more, but it's not. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so those are combined. It's just a quick switch there. And then we have the last one should be, once again, I think a quarter note, dot, and then that without a dot. Is that right? Quarter note. Yes. Oh, well, that's why that's a 2/4. This should probably be half note. Yes, you probably heard the cat just now. With a dot, and then this can be a quarter note rest. There we go. 3, 4. Bingo. Now, let's go back to this. 2, 3, 4. Good. So this will be a transition practice. Octave transition practice. Exercise EX. There's the cat, and she's moving my stuff around here already. Kitty, really? I'm trying to work here. All right. I don't know if you see this or not. She is now setting up camp. She is setting up camp on me, people. Let's see if we can see this. Okay, she is off to right here, right off the camera. You can't see her, but she is there, isn't she? Yes, she is, pretty much. What about the other camera? Can you see any bit of her through the other? Yeah, she is. That's her tail. Actually, it's not. You just saw it. That's her tail moving back and forth. That's her tail moving up there back and forth. Anyway, back to what's going on here in the real world. So that was done now. That's the octave transition. Well, let's just go ahead and call it by what it is. Octave transition exercise. This one, she keeps rubbing her face against the monitor, and that's what's turning the camera. Kitty, quit it. Exercise, and the reason I'm leaving that EX is because it's going to run to the 3. I'll leave that EX2. Exercise, octave transition exercise. Before we actually get to the octave lick, I'm going to need Java. Get down. Get down. Heifer. Oh, there. Okay, good. I'm still in there. All right, this needs to be another. I think actually I might not even need another bar here. That does need to be a double bar though, because it's a separation of that. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as far as how that looks, we'll start this one, and then we have this just starting there for no reason. Let's see if I can. Let's get rid of this and that one. There we go. Now we can start it here. It looks much better that way. Okay, save. That looks amazing. Let's go ahead and get rid of this bar here. Subtract that. Now we got another bar here. Actually, yeah, we need a double bar there because that's the separation between the next lick or exercise. The only thing that's bothering me visually is this. So let me move that over just a hair. Oops, nope, don't want to do that. Let's move this over. And that one over. And then that one over. That should look better. Yeah, it's a little better. A little transition here. Transition here. That's its own thing. Now we're down to here. Now we got this is its own thing. We got another transition, and then we're into this. We may not even need that though, because look, we end on a half note dot. 3, 4, ba da 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 da. You know, then what the next one would be. All right, so there's that, and let's look at see what else is next. I might go ahead and call it quits here.
Now, the tricky thing is when we slide, the way I do it is when I start on this section, I start instead of a downstroke, I start with an upstroke. So this way we start with a downstroke. This is where we're starting with an upstroke.
Let's make sure that's correct. When I slide, I did start with an upstroke right here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and
that just gives me a line.
and that's the extra idea of what that's in. Close enough. We'll leave it at that. And as far as that lick, dun, dun, dun. I think I added an extra note here. Bum, dun, dun. The 8 should probably be gone, and it's bum bum bum. All right, so that's good enough. We're gonna leave it like that.
And that just gives me a line to hit that last note with downstroke. It's just subconscious. I don't even know I'm doing it. Didn't even know I was doing it until I just now pointed it out.
Oh, that's a really good point. A lot of times when you're doing picking, especially bluegrass, you're going to add some things just so that you can land on a certain stroke. Most of the time, the downstroke is the most pungent, the most poignant, and has the most attack. So you kind of want to end on that. And a lot of times you're going to add 1 or 2 extra spots in your picking so that you can make that work out. And that's where you'll see, like back here, right in this area, that's supposed to be technically a down. An up, down, up, down, up. That should be an up. But I had to rearrange the picking so that I could make it a down back here. So you kind of have to play around, feel what works with you. And a really good way to do this, I mentioned in Bluegrass Guitar Essentials, is to actually work yourself backwards. If you want it to be a down, then pick down, backwards, it'd be up, down, up, down, up, down, up, until you find the spot to where you can figure out what those pick strokes need to be. So work backwards from the last down and then just go back up to the previous notes, working your way until you figure out where would be the best way to pick that. And you'll see people like Tony Rice, who does a lot of weird picking. Sometimes he does an up where there should be a down and all this stuff. And what subconsciously we're doing is we're trying to work around so that we can get the pick strokes to rest on not only the down for attack, but if there's a transition, we want to work it out to where that when we get to the transition, it won't throw our picking off the rest of the way, so that it doesn't throw it off with the beat, the meter of the time of the piece. So that's just a little advanced little tip for you.
So that's... And then we end up in this position, which is we're using it's a whole nother lesson, but we're using the G shape.
And a whole nother tab piece.
For G. But the G shape I'm using is not this, it's the Tony Rice kind of D shape, the alternate he does. Because that adds an extra closed position, closed note, that we can have one more note to work with up here. If we didn't, we have it open, and we're in G. It's there, but we want to be able to land on this note so we can come back.
Okay, so I can add that to the end of this. That's the whole lick there that I did earlier. And then we can, let's see, how would I add that? I think I'll just make it alternate ending to G octave lick. There we go. And then we'll just put that dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, you know, that little thing I just did. Oh, man, my neck's getting stiff. Just about done with this, folks. There's the last note, right? So we're going to come down here, and that's going to be 8, and that's going to be 7. I don't think that's triplet. I think we're out of triplets now. We are in... That's a shift slide. Pretty sure. That's a D. Should be a D. Excuse me. That should be an A. Then up a G. 2, 3, rest. Should be a hammer on. Oops. What in the world? That's a grace note. It's always forget that. That should be a 16th. It's faster than that. And this is a 16th, I'm guessing. Let's go back to the video and watch that again. Let's go back to regular time because that's too slow. I want to reset that time here. Try it again. I don't think that's a 16th. That may be a 16th there. There we go. That should be there. Okay. And this should be a half note. That should be a half note rest. That should be tied. So that's L, I think. 2, 3, rest. I think I had that right. That's a dot. And that's a quarter. Try it again. Yes. Awesome. So that is, and because I changed that, it messed this up. So let's go back to that text. G octave. Oh, what's it called? G octave something. G octave lick. G octave lick. Alternate ending to G octave lick. So it starts after this, and this is going to be a shorter duration. So it's probably going to be something like I don't know, another quarter note right into this. Okay, so okay, so you see I did that. I was ready for it and I clicked right after this happened, so we can go right into it. And that's one way you could do it if you have the Guitar Pro tab files. All right, let's see if there's anything else. I think we'll call it quits after that.
That's why we got that note there, so we can land on it and slide back.
Let's go ahead and get the picking here. And this is another example of where I'm going to take in unorthodox. It's down, up. This should be a down. And this would be an actual down instead of up the way I'm doing this. If it doesn't freeze and lock up on me. $19 or more measures into this. How many measures do I have? How many measures? Yeah, we're 19 measures into this. Okay, so what was I just doing? I have no earthly idea what I was just doing. I don't remember, but anyway, let's remove that so that we can have our own section here for that. Let's go ahead and remove this bar. We don't really need it. But I do want to, yeah, notice that's a double bar. Okay. It's going to sound like that on the audio, but if you have the tab, you'll notice that that's a stop, and this is just an alternate ending to that full lick there. I cannot for the life of me remember what I was about to do. Clicks transition note. Oh, the picking. That's what it was. I was talking about the picking. That's up. There should be a down there for. And if I watch my hand, I can see exactly how I'm doing it too. Slow it down a little bit.
That's why we got that note there, so we can land on it. And did one. But that's where octaves come in.
Oop, that might have been an upstroke.
That's why we got that note there, so we can land on it.
I think I'm going to do 2 upstrokes. There should be an upstroke here. Yeah, this is all backwards. Up, down, because I need to make sure the last note is a downstroke. And the way I was doing this, let me double check this. Yeah. I don't know why. It works out with an upstroke on the beginning of that, so just pay attention to that. Looks like I might have one more thing on there, but I don't think I'm going to end it for the night. And this tab pack should be available within the next... I'll probably finish it tonight and then go ahead and put it on the website, so it should be available when you see this. This video, I'll probably go ahead and post it either tonight or tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to see that as well. There's a lot of videos coming out this week just because of this launch, so that's one reason why I don't want to flood my channel, but it's good to have new content every once in a while, just like that. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to switch back to OBS here. Remember, check out bluegrassguitaressentials.com/tabs, and please give my Patreon channel a look as well. www.patreon.com/EricBeatty, where you can find all kinds of extra incentives that you won't find anywhere else. I've got audio files and music and things like that are on there. I've got extra videos that you can't see anywhere else, outtakes, behind the scenes. You'll be notified of video releases ahead of time, things like that. And there's also other kinds of things on there. So if you'll check that out, you can get an idea of what's involved. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. That is unheard of. So just a little extra something to show me you really care. And please do check out, once again, the thing that I've been working on endlessly for the longest time, bluegrassguitaressentials.com/tabs. And you can also check out Guitar Pro by going to ericbeatty.com/guitarpro-trial. Okay, that's it for me tonight. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video, and good luck to whoever wins those tab packs. All right. I may record some more tab packs. If I do, they will probably be available on Patreon exclusively, so that I don't completely flood my channel with extra tab packs. But either way, just please check those out. We'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.